So again, another driving video, and this time only I'm driving home from my work. It's not my work. It's like I do that. Again, very cold. It's 1 degrees outside, plus 1 degrees plus. So about channeling again. I had okay, let's start trying. I had Nu kad būsi? Kur esi? Dzirdi? So I had channeling about food and eating, and I wanted to share this before I don't forget it. I had many channelings lately, but I'm really working from I'm working like 12 hours a day now, and I'm getting really exhausted. And it's not like 12 hours doing nothing, like 9 hours completely everything. And let's start with food and eating. Well, basically at first when I did channeling about food, maybe some 5 months ago, it was like, why do we people eat? Well, it's basically for energy exchange and for cleansing. Food is for cleansing because all food goes through all the body, and it takes in negative energy and takes out the food takes negative energy and takes it out and grounds it to earth. And another thing is that in channeling was said that don't use chemicals, and especially there is one chemical that you don't well, basically all chemicals should not be eaten, but there's especially one chemical that really slowly goes out of the body. I don't know what chemical was it. And so we continued to do so the chemical was something, interpretations, I don't know, it's like maybe it's palm oil, I don't know, but I saw it goes inside the body, then it goes out through the skin, and it goes really slowly out. So it's really not a thing you need to have in your day-to-day usage. I believe this chemical is mainly in all foods because it makes the food bigger, it makes the food more heavier, I would say. Also, it's like a mass. And put my phone down. And the next thing was another girl, maybe a month ago, maybe a few weeks ago. I was also talking about food. What should we eat and what should we don't eat? And there the answer was that basically we are talking about food. We are talking about hunger. And this hunger is being created by the red energy you have. And this energy stays, I don't know where it stays, but I saw a picture like, spit, something like glycol, I don't know how it's called in English, but it's wet, it's something wet. I understand when you squish the meat, for example, I don't know, human meat, body meat, whatever, and there's liquid coming out. I don't know what this liquid is, but it's a strange name in English for the name, in Latvian for the name. It's šķidrums. Wait, just a second. Kad tu būsi Rīgā? Labi, davai vēlāk sarunāsies. Jā, var, bet es tagad nevaru runāt vēlāk. So, this wet stays inside of the body, and this whatever it is, I don't know how to explain it, has a nature. It can be aggressive, it can be balanced, it can turn into a nature that this wet, I don't know how to say it. It's something like spit. When you spit, in the mouth, the liquids, it's something like this, but it's throughout the body, under the skin. And this liquid, we could say liquid now, desires the nature of your ego structure. No, I mean the nature of your hunger. And it was said, a woman was asked, well, how do you eat good? What should you eat to be good? Well, basically the entity said that to eat good, it's the default. but the idea of eating horrible that you humans do, you eat wrong, I would say, is because you do not balance this liquid, this red-like, aggressive-like liquid. It's not a liquid that is red, but it's a liquid that has the energy structure of red. And this liquid can become aggressive. When this liquid is aggressive, human becomes aggressive, egoistic, and he wants to go for it no matter what. So this was the thing related to the liquid that we were channeling, and he also said that this liquid is in every being. Now I'm just receiving not every being. In every being it's a little bit different, but mainly the idea is in every being on planet is, for example, even an aggressive dog. When it gets aggressive, this liquid starts to activate, and it creates the aggressiveness. And when a dog or a wolf is looking on a rabbit, the liquid is coming out of his mouth. The spit is coming out of his mouth, and this is the liquid. What I understood, this liquid's nature. What was said that the woman was asking, well, how should I eat good? What is the proper diet or something? The answer was, you humans mainly don't have this proper diet, whatever, because of this liquid is aggressive. And the idea is to balance it, because due to this aggressiveness, you eat everything. You don't think, why do you need it, why do you don't need it. And you need to balance this liquid which is under skin, or this energy, red energy liquid. And to balance it, you have to, for example, you feel now hunger. For example, for me, I feel now hunger. I get aggressive, because it's not the body that requires this food, it's the liquid, the red-like liquid, whatever, energy-like liquid, and you have to balance it, you have to soften it. And now I feel hunger, I feel angry, I feel whatever, all types, I feel disappointed, you all have all types. And the idea is, what I need to do is, I do not follow this aggressive thing when I'm hungry. I go to a house, I go home, I don't eat everything at once, because this aggressiveness is causing my body to eat everything. I eat small cookie, or I drink tea, and calm down this aggressiveness, this liquid, this red light liquid. And when it's calmed down, then I eat what I choose to eat. Like, okay, now I wanted to eat 5 plates of food, but then I somehow calmed down and I realized that I could eat only 1 portion, or 1/2 of a portion today. And the idea of a proper diet was the idea of balancing the aggressiveness, and aggressiveness against the hunger, aggressiveness. So it was said that basically all humans by balance, by default, are wealthy in eating. They know what to eat, they feel what to eat, they eat what they want to eat. But because of this red-like aggressiveness, you humans eat everything, completely anything, because you feel the need for it. And the idea, the feel for need for it is because of this aggressiveness, red-like liquid. It's not the structure of the soul, it's not the structure of the body, it's the structure of some kind of impulsated energy within the body. I don't know how it's called, we didn't ask why was it created, or what it is, or how it appeared. So this was the idea of the proper diet. And then I was channeling the man who built Coral Castle. I was receiving some information, but the information was really limited. But I will share this information right now. Is that basically everybody thought the Lee Skalman is some kind of a lame or not developed enough or something. He was. Many people make fun of him. You are nothing. You are something. You have everything completely wrong, especially in the schools. And because of that, he built the Coral Castle. When he built it, because of this, he doesn't want to share the knowledge how he has built. And he always said, "Well, humans, if you are so clever enough, then build it. yourself. You all are so clever, then build it. Find out how I build it. And what I come across, how did he learn to build it, was because of he was from Latvia, and what images I received, he was working on a field with rocks, a field in a farm with rocks. And when he was young, he realized that he can lift heavier rocks than other people. And because he found some kind of a concentration when he did to lift up the rock, for example, you take up the rock and you want to push it up somewhere, I don't know, on a cliff or in a basket. Because of his concentration, he could lift heavier and heavier rocks than other people. And when he was young, he thought it's a great ability, and this ability was because of the concentration and the key energy and everything. And then he knew that there is more than only human. There's more than only human body, because this is not real that he could lift such heavier weights. And then he was talking with his girlfriend, with his family, and everybody thought he's getting crazy. He just lifted a rock that weighs maybe 100 kilograms, but others cannot do that. And he was talking many things like stars, like energy, and so on. And people just thought he's getting crazy. And even his girlfriend thought he's completely nuts and left him. And then he decided to go away from these retards to somewhere, I don't know, in America, no matter what, and to build his castle or whatever. And then he showed me a picture that he has really strong arms, that he can bend metal pipes, and he can hold a horse in one hand. This was really interesting. Hold a horse, don't run anywhere. In one hand. He has really strong palms. That's what I understood. And then I was like, well, how do you have them? He said he consumes from the cosmos some kind of a brown, orange-like energy. And this orange-like energy makes the hands iron strong. And he does it throughout his hands. So then what I realized is that many of the things he does it with channeling energies. So I think I saw that there is one huge tall rock in his castle, and he just went to the coral castle, or the corals, and he just took his arm on the coral, and the rock just split it apart from the giant rock. And what I understood is that coral is really effective on these energies, that coral is really sensitive on energies. Other rocks are not that sensitive because they're more denser in energy, not in the material but in energy. But corals are more closer to, well, the coral material itself allows it to be more energy sensitive, and that's why you can manipulate with energy more easier with that. And then I said, well, how do you build it? He said the answers are in stars. The first is the sun, second is the moon, and third is Earth. But then he was showing me many other pictures, and then I was like, okay, I don't know these planets or whatever. And this was about a coral castle. So now I was having lately a dream about astral traveling. So I was like going outside of the body completely, and it was really, really strange. And let me tell you, first thing is that while you're inside this body, you have this strange feeling that you don't know who you are. You don't know what you are. You don't know anything. You just know everything what your body knows. And when you enter yourself and ask, who am I? You receive like darkness, nothing. There's disconnectivity. And this is because the connection between the soul and the body. When you go outside the body, you completely feel your energy body, and you don't have the question anymore about who am I, because when you ask who am I, you feel that you are the energy, the soul itself. You don't have a stronger question. It's already been answered instantly. Another thing is when you are, for example, sick, when you have a cough or something, you are coughing, you go outside of the body doesn't cough anymore, and the soul doesn't cough anymore. And another thing is very interesting is that, for example, when you go outside of the body, the soul sees, oh, there is my body. But the body doesn't think, oh, there is my soul. And this is really strange. It's like you are outside of the body and you still feel your body as an extension of you, your body as a part of you. For example, you feel now your hand, but you feel it's close to you, touch it to you. But when you're outside the body, the soul feels the body as if it's in there, and it's like a strong connectivity. Another thing what I received from that is that there are these ideas that somebody may enter your soul and somebody can use your body then. Well, I've received information that, for example, when human or a soul is being born into a body, it's years and years of adjustments. For example, when the soul chooses the parents, it chooses even before the baby is inside the mother's stomach, even before then. And the soul comes and slowly adjusts to the family, and the family a little bit adjusts to the soul. And then what happens when the little baby is inside the stomach? The soul goes there, comes out, goes there, comes out from time to time, only to align the body, the little baby body, to align itself. So the body grows up in the same energy signature as the baby's soul, as the soul, human soul. So when it grows up, when the baby is outside, the soul is connected to the body, but the soul is not there all the time. It's connected and comes in, comes out, comes in, comes out, comes in, comes out. Maybe through the age of 7, the soul is fully inside the body. And then the thing is that it's like immobilizer, I don't know how to say it. It's like the energies completely are matching. That's why you can use the body, but another soul cannot go in because the energies don't match. What they can do is, like I'm doing this channeling, is that two souls or two energy fields align as one, and therefore the body is an interpretator. The body's consciousness is an interpretator, and the soul, which is that who's speaking, is the